Saturated fats, commonly demonized by the media as something that will clog your arteries and raise your LDL cholesterol in your body and have you exploding like SpongeBob characters. Are they really as bad as they are spoken about, or is it possible that they are misunderstood? In this video, firstly, we will discuss what saturated fats actually are, then their true effects with studies as evidence, and a final verdict on what you should do without them in terms of your diet and overall health. Saturated fats are most commonly consumed through animal fats. This includes things like beef, lamb, pork, chicken fat, tallow or lard, butter, cheese, milk, and also coconut oil. The difference between saturated fats and unsaturated fats is that saturated fat has no double bonds in its structure, while unsaturated fats can have one or more. This existence of a double bond in the unsaturated fat means there is one less hydrogen atom, and thus causes a bend in the structure. This bend causes it not to be able to be packed tightly, which is why unsaturated fats are liquid at room temperature, but saturated fats are solid, since there is no bend in the structure. Some studies have shown a connection between saturated fats and heart disease, but it is important to be hesitant when trusting these studies, as there are also many studies showing the complete opposite. Alongside many of the studies showing a connection between saturated fat and heart disease simply lack their reliability, as it is clear that many of the researchers have financial, religious, or other ties which produce biases in the outcome. On the other hand, there are good studies showing an inverse link between saturated fat and heart disease, such as a meta-analysis published in 2021 on saturated fat intake and cardiovascular disease risk. This study was conducted through a large sample, 4,150 people, that showed that higher dairy fat intake actually lowered cardiovascular disease risk, alongside a paper published in 2020 by 3 authors, with no personal relations that could bias the outcome, showed that SFA, or saturated fatty acids, are not significantly associated with cardiovascular disease risk, events, or mortality, and the SFAs can be safely included in the diet. I believe that there is plenty of evidence to suggest that saturated fats are not unhealthy, and they don't really deserve the fear that they receive. Think about it this way: saturated fats come from nature, as they are mainly found in animal products. We have been eating these foods for thousands and thousands of years, and in a way, our bodies have evolved to function best with these. Actually, that's kind of bro science, but in a way, it makes sense. Although truly the best diet may be one that is in balance. My point is that saturated fats should not be avoided altogether, but incorporated into a healthy and balanced diet. Subscribe to see more content to get healthy.